Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where we will be having an 1850-point battle between my Dark Angels and Josh's Steel Legion? No, Templars of Steel. Templars of Steel, using the Iron Hands tactics. Yeah, that's the story that we have here. Is they're kind of an older legion that's been looked at with some suspicion from time to time. The Dark Angels, in their endless hunt through the galaxy and traveling, brought a battle cruiser into orbit around one of their planets, and were promptly shot at from the surface. So the Dark Angels, never one to shy away from a fight, decided to send down a force to find out what was going on down there and try to bloody some noses. So before we go any further, we'll show you the two armies that will be fighting today and come back to you, and the psychic powers that will be going on today. For the Dark Angels, we'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading it off, we have Ezekiel and an Interrogator Chaplain with Terminator armor, and Ezekiel has a conversion field. We have a 5-man tactical squad with a las cannon. We have another 5-man tactical squad with a las cannon. We have a mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. We have a 5-man Terminator squad with an assault cannon, and the sergeant has a Thunderhammer storm shield. We have another 5-man Terminator squad with a Cyclone missile launcher. The sergeant has a Thunderhammer storm shield, and they have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Crusader with multi-melta upgrade. We have a 1-bike attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrade. We have another 1-bike attack bike squadron with a multi-melta upgrade. We have a third 1-bike attack bike squadron with a multi-melta upgrade. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons and a dedicated transport of a Rhino. And last but not least, we have a Vindicare Assassin. The Templars of Steel will be running a combined arms detachment. Leading that detachment, we have a Tech Marine. We have a 5-man tactical squad with a Meltagun and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have another 5-man tactical squad with a Meltagun and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a Contemptor Dreadnought with 2 close combat weapons with underslung Meltaguns, extra armor, and the Ulanor Crusade Legacy of Glory. We have 2 separate mortis pattern Contemptor Dreadnoughts with dual Karis assault cannons and extra armor. We have a Dorado pattern Dreadnought with Aeolus missile launchers, Anvilus auto cannons, and armored Ceramite. And last but not least, we have 2 separate Relic Leviathan Dreadnoughts with Ceramite plating, Leviathan siege claws with inbuilt Meltagun, Leviathan storm cannons, and 3 hunter killer missiles. Alright, Ezekiel rolled on telepathy, so he has Psychic Shriek as the Primaris. He rolled and got Terrify, Shrouding, and Invisibility. Alright, so that's those are the armies and psychic powers that we've got today. We'll show here with deployment. Dark Angels, we've got one of the tactical squads is over here. We've got the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought right there. One of the attack bikes is there. We've got the Land Raider with the one of the Terminator squads with the Cyclone missile launcher in it, along with the Interrogator Chaplain and Ezekiel. Then we have an attack bike here. We have a Rhino here with the Devastator squad inside. We got the Vindicare Assassin up here in his little nest. Then we have another tactical squad inside there, and another attack bike. Then for the Templars of Steel, I will get this by the end of it. We have everybody over here, except for the Dorado and one of the tactical squads, which is right there. So we will be playing a Purge the Alien, just kill point game here today. And as of right now, the Dark Angels are going to go first, unless you can be hero. Roll a 6. No, a 2. Whoop, that was out of focus, but it's a 2. So Dark Angels will be going first, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. The attack bike here shot up past his dangerous terrain test. The Rhino shot up this way. These guys all stood still. This shot up this way past his dangerous terrain test, passed his dangerous terrain test, didn't have to take one. He shuffled around, so he doesn't have Skyfire, and that's it. Everyone else kind of stood still. We're not going to do second phase because Ezekiel still is inside of the Land Raider, so he can't really cast anything. So we're just going to move on to the shooting phase here on turn 1. All right, this attack bike here is going to shoot at that front guy in the front there. So he will be hitting on a 3. The only thing that can do anything is the multi-melta, so hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, moving on. All right, the las cannon bro from here is going to shoot through that window into his siege Leviathan dreadnought there.
Yeah, so this
So
is
siege knot. So hitting on a 3. That hits. Front armor is 13. So needing a 4 to glance. That's a pen. He's got a 4 up because of the building there, +1 because it's night fighting, so a 3 up. And he's good. All right, the Vindicare Assassin is going to shoot at the same dude row that you can see through there. He's going to use the turbo penetrator round. So he's going to be hitting on a 2. All right, that hits. Strength 10, front armor 13, so 3 to glance. That's a pen. 3 plus. I ignore cover. That's right. Oh snap. Okay, so 4 up invulnerable save. He gets it. Of course he does. All right, moving on. All right, las cannon bro there. He's gonna fire onto his rhino there. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Side armor is 11, so glancing on a 2. Of course he does. Okay. Mortis Pattern Dreadnought is gonna shoot into his rhino there. So hitting on 3.
So you guys do. So
twin linked. Okay.
So
glancing on a 2. That's a pen. 4 up, 3 up. So yep, he's good. All right, that's actually it. I think for the shooting here for Dark Angels. I got a couple guys who are gonna flat out and run and whatnot, but that's it for the shooting. So no one's charging. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. For the oh my God, what are they? The Templars of Steel. Templars of Steel, Phil. Remember that. So we'll come back to you after the Templars of Steel movement phase on turn 1. All right, after movement phase here for Templars of Steel on turn 1, I did have to ask him again what it was right before I said this. So Templars of Steel, his rhino moved up this way. A bunch of guys moved up this way. He's still in the window there. These guys are moving around this way. He's kind of like shuffled around a bit over there, and his rhino immobilized himself. So that's the movement phase here for the Templars of Steel. On turn 1, so we'll come back to you with shooting phase. So his Dorado Pattern Dreadnought is going to fire into my rhino here. The missiles don't get intervening terrain for cover because they have like some kind of weird Skyfire thingy that they don't take intervening terrain. But it's still night fight, so he'll get 6+ on those. But I'll get the regular cover save against his assault cannons. So, these are the assault cannons?
It's the auto cannon.
These are the auto cannons. I'm sorry, not assault. Yeah, Anvilus auto cannons, not assault cannons. Sorry.
So he's BS5, so he's
hitting on 2s, twin linked. Good thing. All right, so 4 hits. Strength what?
Strength 8, AP4, re-rolling penetration.
All right, strength 8, re-rolling penetration. So looking for 3s to glance. All right, so that's 1 glance and 3 pens. So I've got a 5/4 up because of the What's up?
Stealth?
Yeah, because of because of night fight.
Yeah, night fighting gives stealth.
Yeah, night fighting gives stealth. So so we've got 5 up intervening terrain there, +1 for night fight. So I'm going to do which ones do you want me to do first? Penetrations first. So looking for 4 ups. Okay, 2 go through, and then the need to make this one, otherwise he's going to be dead. He makes it. All right, so let's see what happens with the results for the pens. So he will be snap firing. Alrighty, so he's down 2 hull points and snap firing. Now he's got the missile launcher ones. Hitting on 2s. These are not twin linked.
Strength 6.
Strength 6. So looking for 5s to glance. We've got 1 pen and 1 glance. Ugh. So we'll do the pen first. 6+. Does not cut it, and then the other one doesn't make a difference. So it's not AP anything, right?
AP3, so it can't explode.
AP3, so it can't explode. So it's just a wreck. So that's first blood right there. So I'll disembark my guys and we'll move on. All right. So the Leviathan there is going to fire his storm cannon into my Devastator squad here. So it's heavy 6, so 6 shots coming in here, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s. Sorry, BS5. So everything hits. Strength 7, so wounding on 2s.
You got 2 more left.
All right, so we've got 6 wounds. They're AP3, so I got to take the cover save here. So it's going to be 5 up plus night fighting, so 4 up. I'm going to do 3 times just because I got the 3 dice here. So we got 6 of them, so 4 ups. All right, 1 save so far. So 2 dead so far. 3 dead total. So everyone except for the actual grab cannons. I'll take that. All right. Next. All right, I got a little overzealous there because he's also going to fire his hunter killer missiles into them. So 3 shots here. Hitting on 2s, all hits, strength 8s, and wounded on 2s, all wounds. So 3 4-ups.
And a squad attached to it.
Yeah, they're dead. Okay, so that squad is dead. All right, this Leviathan is going to fire his Hunter Killer missiles into my Vindicare Assassin over here. So 3 shots hitting on 2s. Okay, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. He's got 2+ cover saves. And he's good. All right. All right, he does not have Shrouded. I didn't realize he has Stealth. So that 2 that I rolled means that he's dead because of Strength 8 on the Hunter Killer missiles. He's only Toughness 4. So, womp womp. All right, so the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought there is the Mortis Contemptor is going to fire his Karis Assault Cannons into my biker here. He's not going to jink. So hitting on 2s.
3s.
Hitting on 3s. Twin links.
Nope.
Oh, no twin links? Oh, snap. Okay. So, because it's just 2 of them, but not twin. Okay. All right, so wounding on 3s.
You're looking for 3s. Looking for 2s again.
All right. So you got 3 wounds there.
1 rend.
1 rend. So everything's going to be a 3+ because it's either armor or 4-up plus. I got Stealth Ruins, but also Night Fighting, whatever it is. So he's going to have a 3+ cover save. So I'm just going to roll them all if you don't mind. So 3+ saves for all of those. Oh, off to a great start here. All right, so he is dead. That Mortis Pattern Dreadnought is going to fire into my dude bro there. I'm going to try it again. He's not going to jink. I really need him to be able to shoot. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s.
All right, so 2 wounds, full armor saves.
Alrighty. So we got 3 wounds again. Oh God. Don't fail 2 of them again. Okay, he made all of them. All right. All right, everyone else is just going to run or flat out, and there's no one that's within range for a charge here. So we're going back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. They came in, dropped right there. These guys, this moved up 6 inches, and these guys disembarked. They rolled 1 for move through cover. So yeah, not much for the distance there. He shot up that way. He shot up that way. He shuffled around a bit. Everyone else stood still or is dead. So then we roll for the psychic phase, and I rolled a 2, leaving me with 5 dice, and my opponent with 2 dice. So I'm going to roll for invisibility on this unit here. So needing 2. And getting it with 3, so he cannot dispel it. So they are invisible. Woo! All right, last cannon bro here. Starting off the shooting phase, is going to fire into his rhino there. So hitting on a 3, hits. Need a 2 to glance. Nope. All right. All right, so the Land Raider here is going to fire into the Leviathan back there. So I've got the multi-melt is going to be the black, the green is going to be the assault cannon. So front armor is 13, so the assault cannon is going to need 6s to wound, which is rending, so then I get a D3. So it'll be 6s will be a glance, auto glance, and then I have to roll to see if it can become a pen. So I'm going to roll here, needing 3s to hit, because 1 is going to be the full strength, the regular shot that he can, since he only moves 6, that fires a full ballistic skill, plus 1 for the power of the machine spirit. So they're both hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s. Okay, twin linked on this. All right, so looking for 5s to glance on the black, and looking for 6s on the green. So here it goes. Oh, wow, okay. So I got 3 glances here, definite glances, and I rolled D3 to see if they're penetration shots or not. So on a 3+, they will be penetrating. Okay, so all of them are penetrating shots. So we got 3 penetrating shots onto him. He's got
4 up invulnerable.
4 up invulnerable save. So he missed 2 of them. So he's gone down 2 hull points, and then we'll see what the penetration results are here. It's not AP anything because rending doesn't give AP for effects on against there. So let's roll. Weapon destroyed and snap firing, crew stunned. So he's going to be, he can't move next turn. Yeah.
Because extra armor.
Oh, he's got the extra armor, so it's only shaken. So, but he does have weapon destroyed. So how many? What does he have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so he's got 4. He's got the storm cannon. Then he's got 2 heavy flamers, and he's got the arm. So we'll roll from my left this way, and then re-roll on 5 and 6.
So I'm going to take it by 1.
Okay, re-roll 5 or 6. Okay.
You're getting all your 5s and 6s.
Seriously, what's up with that? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, stop it. Stop it. 3. So
1, 2, 3, heavy flamer.
heavy flamer is done. Great. That's perfect. But yeah, so at least he'll be snapfire next turn. All right. So moving, and he's down 2 hull points, which is not bad. All right, moving on. All right. So the squad here is going to fire into the non-mortis Contemptor Dread there. So only thing that can do anything is going to be the cyclone missile launchers. So hitting on 3s. Okay. All right, so he's going to fire his melta-gun into him. So hitting on a 3, hits, needing a 5 to glance. Nothing. Okay. And then the assault cannon from here is going to fire into him. It's got twin linked first turn in from combat. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right. So that's 4 hits. Looking for 6s to do anything. I got 1. All right. So I needed a 3+ to be penetrating. It's a penetrating shot. 4+ invul save. Nope. So the result of the pen is a 4. So stunned. So because it would be shaken, but then he's got the extra armor, so it knocks it down to stunned. Or no, opposite round? Shaken. So from stunned to shaken. I keep getting those two confused. Whatever. He can move, but he's going to be shooting snapshots. All right, anyway, moving on. All right, he's going to fire onto the Dorado over there. So he's going to hitting on a 3. Doesn't hit. Great. Mortispan Dreadnought is going to fire onto the Rhino over there. So hitting on a 3. All right, glancing on 2s. Okay, 2 pens. You get 4+ because of the there. So both go through. AP 2, so +1 to each of these. Okay, so he's going to be snap firing and down 2 hull points. All right, Las Cannon Bro here is going to fire into the Rhino. Hitting on a 3. Hits. Glancing on a 2. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. This squad here is going to try to assault him. So he's got rolling 2 snapshot shooting melta-guns. Nothing. Then roll their charge distance here. All right, they're in. Woo! We were just talking about how the last 2 rolls that that squad has made were 2 double ones. So I started to have a little bit of a heart attack that I was going to do the same thing for my charge distance. So, all right, so they'll be in. We'll move them into combat, and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so they're into combat here. So he's going to be going first at initiative 4 because both Ezekiel and my interrogator chaplain both can't do anything to him since he's armor 13 on the front and he's not immobilized. So here comes his attacks. He's going to be hitting on 6s because they're invisible. He does get 1 shot in. So wounding on a 2. It's a wound. I'm going to take it on the sergeant there with his shield. So he's got a 3+ invulnerable save. I can't see it. Oh, that's a 1. Okay, so he is dead. So then we're going to move on to, we'll come back to you with my attacks here at initiative 1. Alrighty, so moving over here, I've got 4 guys with power fists that are going to be attacking in there. So they've each got a base of 2, +1 for the charge, +1 for Ezekiel's Book of Salvation. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be re-rolling attacks first round of combat because of Zealot. He's got the legacy of the Ulanor Crusade legacy of stupid awesome stuff. So he basically makes me re-roll all successful hits on the charge. So what's going to happen is I'm going to re-roll for Zealot, and then everything that's a hit after that re-roll, I'm going to have to re-roll again because of his thing. So it's going to be a whole lot of rolling coming in here. So hitting on 4s.
That was the end of 5.
Okay. Re-rolling because of first turn of combat because of Zealot. Oh my god. Gah. That would have been really upsetting to me. All right, re-rolling, looking for 4s.
No, 4.
Not many more. Alrighty. Those are all misses. Now these hits all need to be re-rolled again because of his relic.
4 better.
On a 4.
Okay, still got quite a few. Well, no, I don't. I've got 4. I got 4. All right, so 4, strength 8 onto armor 13, looking for 5s to glance. All right, I got 1 glance and 1 pen. Does he have an invul save?
I have a 6-up invul.
He's got a 6-up invul, so we'll do the pen first. Nope, and then the other one? No. So let's see what happens with the result for the pen. +1 for AP2. 3, so he would be snap firing. That doesn't make a difference because he's going to be locked in combat. But he's down 2 wounds, or 2 hull points. All right, so I imagine he's got leadership 10, right? So
I don't take.
Oh, they don't take leadership tests. I'm sorry. So they automatically pass. So that's it for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the hold on, I've got this, Templars of Steel. The Templars of Steel on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Templars of Steel. This guy moved up there, looking on my dudes there. He moved across here and immobilized himself on the corner there on some gravel. He moved up here, he's good. He moved up a bit. He's moving out here, looking to shoot the crap out of him. And that's it for movement phase here. So we're going to come back, we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, so he is going to fire his autocannons into my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought here. So hitting on 2s.
Was determined who won the game.
Twin link, but don't need it. All right, strength 8, so needing 4s to glance.
Rerolling.
Rerolling because of being awesome. All right, so we've got 2 glances and a pen. Which one do you want me to take first? Because he's got a 3+ cover save because they've got stealth ruins because of my warlord trait, and he's being blocked there by ruins. So what do you want to first?
Do the pen.
All right, we'll do the pen first. 3+. He's good, and then the 2 glances. 3+. Okay. Okay, so he takes both of those right in the face. All right, so he's going to fire his missile launchers into him, and he is going to be jinking. So hitting on 2s. Okay, not twin linked. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Okay, 1 wound. 4+ jink save. And he's good. All right. All right, so the squad inside of the Rhino there are going to fire into my Terminators there.
Meltagun?
So,
Bolt gun.
all right, so Meltagun is going to be the red one, and with the gold pips, and the red pips are going to be the bolter. So there we go, hitting on 3, so both hit. Wounding on 2s and 4s. All right, both wound. Which one do you want to take first?
Go ahead and take the invul.
All right, take the invul save first, 5+. Yeah! And then 2+ for the bolter. I thought I was going to fail that one. All right, now the Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought here is going to fire into my Terminators. They're going to jink. Nah, I'm just kidding, they can't do that. All right, so hitting on 2s.
3s.
Oh, hitting on 3s, sorry. I keep forgetting which ones have whatnots. So then strength 6, right?
Yes.
So wounded on 2s. All right, so we got 6 wounds there.
2 Rens.
2 Rens and 4 regular saves. Which ones do you want to do first?
Do the Rens.
All right, we'll do the Rens first. So 2 5+. Oh, wow. Okay. And then 4 2+. All right. I mean, okay. Wah. So he's going to be firing his Storm Cannon into my Terminators. He's hitting on 6s because of snap firing from the penetration results during the shooting phase. So hitting on 6s. Still got a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP 3, so 2+ armor save. They're good. All right. And then he's got a melter shot that's going to come in 6. Oh, good thing. All right, the other Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought's going to fire into my Land Raider here. So looking for some Rendon shots there. So hitting on 3s. Cool. One of these days I'll remember. Needing 6s to even have a tempt here. Nothing. All right.
A lot of ones.
All right, so that's it for shooting phase. Now we're going to go into the charges. He's going to charge into these dude bros. So they're going to fire Overwatch here. The only thing that can do anything is going to be the Assault Cannon. So he's going to be hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Twin linked because of the first round, because it's still the first turn that they've come in from Deep Strike. All right. So we've got 3 hits, looking for 6s. Don't get anything. All right. So your charge distance is +2, right? Oh no, they ignore. They don't. They ignore dangerous terrain, right?
Yeah, they move through cover, frag grenades, and I have +1 for my world.
Okay, so here we go. He's got +1 to his distance.
No, I think.
Is that a cocked? Do you want to try to put a dice on it and see if it runs?
Yeah, this
loose?
is gonna fall off.
Okay, so re-roll that one. All right, so he's going to be into combat there. So we'll move him in, and then do you want to roll for that guy over there? Anything but double ones will probably. Yeah, he is super in. Woo! All right, so we'll move them into combat, and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're gonna start over here. He's got 2 Hammer of Wrath that he gets to hit me with. So strength 8, wounded on 2, so that's 2 wounds. 2+ armor saves. Oh, of course, that's when I die. All right, so removing one of the guys there. Boop. All right, and then we'll consolidate them in and come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so at initiative 4 is going to be the Leviathan here. So he's going to be weapon skill 5?
Initiative 5.
Initiative 5. Wow,
weapon skill
initiative
5.
5. Snap. Okay, that's pretty. Those things are awesome.
On the charge.
All right, so on the charge, initiative 5. So he's going to be hitting on 3s because he's weapon skill 5?
Yes.
All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. Okay, 3 wounds. So I've got a, going from the closest there, the first guy's going to have a 5-up invul save, and then I'm going to go on to the sergeant because he's got a 3+. So we're going to do 5+. Good. 5+. He's dead. All right, then the last one's going to go on to the sergeant at a 3+. He's good. All right. So we'll consolidate them in, then come back to you with their attacks. All right, so we've got 3 guys that are going to be attacking in here. 2 base attacks each, so hitting on 4s. Okay. 2 hits, looking for 5s to wound, or 5 to glance. All right, 1 glance and 1 pen. Does he have an invul save?
4+.
4+ invul save on the pen? Nope. Invul save on the glance? No.
Damn.
So let's see what happens with the pen, +1. 4, so he'd be
Down to 1.
down to 1, and he's going to be. He can't move. But that's not the same as immobilized. So I still have to hit on the front armor.
Right.
Right. All right. So yeah. So he's down to 1 wound, and my guys are. Well, that was a draw combat, but still. All right. So moving on. All right. So we're going to go over here. So the first thing we're going to start is the 2 Hammer of Wrath over here, on 2. So 1 wound. He's going to. That's going to double him out, right? Because he's strength 8.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to look out, sir. That. So look out, sir.
Ooh, it's a good thing you did.
Okay, so 2+. Okay, he's good. Give me a heart attack. All right, so now we're going to move into the attacks here from the Leviathan at initiative step 5. So he's going to be hitting on 6s because they're because of invisibility. Okay, nothing. All right, so now we're going to move on to initiative step 4, which is going to be his Contemptor Dreadnought there, hitting on 6s. Nothing. All right, so now we'll come back to you with the attacks from my guys over here. All right, now moving on to my guys here. I've got 4 guys that are left. They've got 2 base plus 1 for the Book of Salvation. So we've got 3 attacks each. So we got 12 attacks coming in, and they're all going to go on to the Contemptor Dreadnought. His relic, the Ulnor, does not give him does not count. It was only on the charge. So hitting on 4s. Oh my God! What? That is, I mean, that's impressive. That is special for sure. So 1 hit, 5 to glance. That's a glance. Does he have a 6+ invul save? Nope. So he is. That was enough to kill him. All right. I mean, whatever. I guess that's all I needed. All right. So that's the end of the Templars of Steel turn here on turn 2. So we're going to come back to you with the. We'll come back to you with the after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase. He moved up this way past his dangerous terrain tech. He moved up this way a little bit. He stood still because he was within 12 of him. He shuffled around so he doesn't have Skyfire, and everyone else just stood still or is dead. So, or they're stuck in close combat. So that's the movement phase. Then I rolled for psychic phase, and I rolled a whopping 1, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving my opponent with 1 dice. So I'm going to be rolling on invisibility again, needing 2, and getting it with 2. And unfortunately, he has 1 die, so he cannot make that go away. So they are invisible again. All right. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 3. I can count. All right, so the Land Raider here is going to fire into his Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought over there. So I'm going to fire with the 1 full strength and the Power of the Machine Spirit. Going to do the Assault Cannon and the Multi-Melta. Multi-Melta is going to be the black one. So hitting on 3s. Okay, these are twin linked. All right, is the front armor's 13, right?
Yes.
So looking for a 5 on the black, needing 6s on the green. Okay, I got 1, 6. So that's going to be a. I need a 13, right? So I need a 3+ for it to be a pen. No, 12. Oh yes, 3+ to be a pen. All right, so that's going to be a pen. He's got his 6+, 5 up? Nope.
5 up against shooting.
5 up against shooting, 6 up against close combat. So that goes through. See what the result is. A 4, but he has the heavy armor, so it's he's still will be able to move, but he will be snap firing. All right, the attack bike is going to shoot into the Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought there. The only thing that can do anything is going to be the Multi-Melta, so hitting on a 3. That's a hit in Melta range, and he doesn't have Armor Ceramite, so looking for a 5 to glance. Yes, 5 to glance. All right, so that's a pen.
Hit the vehicle,
5+.
and then it hits on rear armor.
Nope. So +2.
Monday, Tuesday next week.
That's going to blow up. All right, the distance he blew, that doesn't matter. He's not going to hit anyone over there. So he is dead. All right. All right, so this attack bike here is going to fire into the Dorado over there. So hitting on a 3, the only thing to do anything is the... Oh, because I jinked, you're right. He jinked, so hitting on a 6. Nope, do not hit. All right, thank you for reminding me. All right, moving on. Otherwise, the internet would have yelled at me. All right, so now the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought is going to fire into the Dorado over there. So he's hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, 2 hits. Front armor is 13. So looking for a 4 to glance.
Every level is 3 inches.
Okay.
All right, 1 pen.
3 inches. He would just have
So he's got a 5 up. Nope.
From here.
So +1. 6, so it is immobilized. All right, and down 1 hull point. All right, last cannon pro here is going to fire into the Dorado. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Needing a 4 to glance. That's a glance. 5 up. Nope. So that's 1 more glance. So he's down 1 more hull point. All right. All right, last cannon pro here is going to fire into the Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought in there. So hitting on a 3. Okay. Nope. All right, so we're going to start now into the fight sub-phase, assault phase and fight sub-phase because no one's charging. So we've got, we're going to start over here. So his Leviathan's going to go first. So he's got 3 attacks here, hitting on, what's his weapon skill?
5, he's hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3, so he's got 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Okay, 1 wound. I'm going to take it on the sergeant there because he's got a 3+ shield save. Nope, he's dead. All right. So then we'll come back to you with their attacks. All right, so they're going to be attacking in here at initiative step 1. They've got 2 base attacks each, hitting on 4s. Okay, that's 2 hits. Glancing on 5s. All right, got 1 pen. What's he got? A
4 up invul.
4 up invul, and he's good. Okay. So, yeah, my guys are fearless, so that we'll just continue on. All right, moving on. All right, moving over to here. Leviathan's going to be attacking first, but hitting on 6s because they're invisible.
I didn't notice that.
Nothing there. All right, so then we'll come back to you with their attack. All right, so we've got 4 guys here that are going to be attacking in with the fist because the other 2 guys can't do anything. So they've got 2 base attacks plus 1 for the Book of Salvation. So we've got 3 attacks each, so 12 attacks coming in, hitting on 4s. Okay. Wow, I am not rolling well to hit on these punches. All right. So we've got 4 hits, looking for 5s to glance. Okay, 1 glance.
4 up?
4 up.
The relic.
Nope. So he takes a glancing hit. So he's down to 1.
Yep.
All right. So we'll continue on. That's the end of the Dark Angel's turn here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. For the Templars of Steel, I remembered, Templars of Steel here on turn 3. All right, movement phase here for the Templars of Steel. His Mortis Pattern is coming down this way. These guys are locked in combat. They are still immobilized. locked in combat. He kind of stood where he was. These guys backed up this way and then started coming out and disembarked over there 2 inches. So that's where they are. So that's movement phase for them. And we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 3 for them. All right, this squad back here is going to fire into my biker there. He is going to jink because there's going to be a melta coming his way. So these are the bolt guns that are coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. 3 4+ jink saves.
But we didn't take.
Twin linked. All right, so he takes 1 wound. All right, and then the melta gun coming in here, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 4+ jink save.
Yeah.
Rerollable. Yeah, he's good. So he's down 1 hull point. Or 1 wound, sorry. All right. All right, so he's going to be firing his autocannons into my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought here. Hitting on 3s. Oh, 2s, sorry.
Cocked.
All right, so we got 3 hits and twin linked. All right, so we got 4 hits. Strength 8, so needing force to glance.
Yep, re-rolling with Sunder.
Re-rolling with Sunder. All right. 1 so far. 2 glances. All right, we've got 2. He needs to make these 2 3+ armor cover saves because of 4+ for that and stealth ruins from my warlord trait. And he's good. Whew. All right. And now he's going to fire his missile launchers into my biker there. He is going to jink because they're AP3, so hitting on 2s. 3 hits, wounding on strength 8, right?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 4+ jink saves. All right, re-rolling. Okay, so he's down 1 wound. All right, moving on. Alrighty, so the Mortis Pattern Contemptor Dreadnought there is going to fire into my tactical squad back over here. So hitting on 3s. Oh wow, that was good. All right, and wounding on 2s. All right, so we got 6 wounds. So 6 3+s. Okay, and I lost 1 guy. All right. All right, the melta gun inside of there is going to fire into my Land Raider. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Melta. Needing a... not that. All right. I think that's it for shooting, right? Am I right? Yeah, so that's it for shooting. So we'll come back to you with the assaults. No assaults, but a fight sub-phase. All right, so starting over here, we're going to start with his Leviathan at initiative step 4. So he's going to be hitting with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, wounding on 2s. All right, 3 wounds. This is not looking good. 3 5+s. I need to make 2 of these to have anybody left. Oh, whoa! Okay, or I could just do that. Okay, so they'll attack back, I guess. 2 attacks base each, hitting on 4s. Okay, that's how I pay it back with nothing there. So that the combat will be a draw. All right, back over here, we're going to go with the Leviathan first. So hitting on 6s because they're invisible. Nothing. All right, and then we'll come back to you with my attack. All right, so moving over to here, the 4 guys with fists are going to be punching into him. 2 base, +1 for the book. Hitting on 4s. Alrighty. So looking for 5s to glance. Okay, just 2 pens. Yep, just 2 pens. 2, is it 2 4-ups?
Yes.
Oh, 2 4-ups, so he's good. Those were 2 5s. All right, so that will continue. All right, so now, yeah, so that's it for the fight sub phase here for, that's the end of the turn here for the Templars of Steel on turn 3. So we'll come back to you with movement phase for Dark Angels, after turn movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 4. So movement here for Dark Angels on turn 4. The Land Raider moved around this way to get some shots on him. They're locked in combat. He shot over that way. He shot back over this way because they're both going to be snap firing. I don't feel like leaving him out there to get killed. He shuffled around a bit so he doesn't have Skyfire. They stood still. And everyone else is dead. So then we rolled for Psychic phase, and I rolled a 3, leaving me with 6 dice and my opponent with 3 dice. I'm going to roll for Invisibility. because that's what I really need. That's been saving them so far. So needing 2, it goes off with 3. Can you get 3 6s? Oh no! I just saw the 1 6 before I saw anything else. So no.
How do you know perils?
All right. I don't know how he did in perils. He's like apparently been praying to the Emperor to protect him.
Dark gods.
Not the dark gods. Dirty lies. Anyway, so yeah, so they're invisible again. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're gonna start here with the Land Raider into the Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought there. So usual stuff: Assault Cannon and Multi-Melta hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, needing 6s on the green, 5s on the black. Okay, nothing. All right, moving on. All right, last cannon bro up here is going to fire onto the Mortis Contemptor. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Glancing on a 4. That's a pen. 5 up? Nope. +1 for the pen result. Which one was that? Do we know which one that was?
Shaken.
Was it the 3? All right, yeah. So yeah, he's down to shaken. So, all right, moving on. All right, so he is going to fire onto the Dorado.
Before immobilized Dorado.
He's already immobilized. So hitting on a 3. All right, glancing on a 4. That's 2 pens. 2 5 ups.
Nope.
Nope, he is dead. Let's see if he explodes though. He does. Distance.
+1.
+1, so 7 inches, because he's got special rules. So it's 7 inches from there. That's going to get all of those guys, right? And the back of the Rhino, right?
Yes.
So we'll do the Rhino first. So needing a 6 to glance. Nope. And then we've got 4, right? Or 5 guys. All right, we'll do 5 guys, and then yep. So 5 guys wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 wounds. 3 pluses. They're good. All right, cool. All right, moving on. All right, so that's it for shooting for the Dark Angels. So now we're gonna move on to the assault phase. So we're just gonna go with the fight sub phase. So we're going over here, starting with the Leviathan, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Oh, that's a cock though. So that's 1 wound. That was really close to being super sad. And then 5+ invul save. Nope. So 1 more guy dies. Alrighty. So he's the 1 guy that's left is going to hit back, hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit.
Glancing on 5.
Glancing on a 5. That's a pen. 4+ invul save. No. So +1 to the result. 2. So he's not firing. Oh, but he's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, he only had 1 left?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. All right. So, yeah, that happened. All right, moving on. All right, so moving over to here. So we've got the Leviathan hitting on 6s. Nothing. All right, then we've got my guys that are going to be hitting back. So we'll come back to you with those. All right, so they've got their 12 attacks coming back over here. So hitting on 4s. Okay, that's a fair number. Way better than I have been rolling. All right, looking for 5s to glance. And that's how I make up for that. I've got 2 glances and a pen. Let's do the 2 glances first. 4 ups. All right, 1 goes through, and then the pen, just to see if he explodes. Nope. So let's see if it explodes and kills me. So +1. Nope, so it doesn't explode, so it is a wreck. All right, but they can't consolidate because of it being a vehicle. So, all right, so that's it for Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Templars of Steel on turn 4. Movement phase here for Templar of Steel on turn 4. We've got these guys disembarked from their tank there. His Dreadnought moved through cover there to look onto my bike. These guys moved up this way. This guy shot across this way. And that's the movement there for them on here on turn 4. So we're going to come back to you with shooting phase here on turn 4. All right, the Rhino is going to fire Stormbolter into the Terminator here, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounded on 4s. Nope, nothing. All right, so these guys here are going to fire into my Terminator. So we got 4 bolt guns hitting on 3s. All right, wounded on 4s. All right, so we got 1 wound. 2 up. Nope. He dies. Good job, buddy. All right, Mortis Pattern Dreadnought here is going to fire into my bike. He is going to jink because hell yeah, I am going to jink. So hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 3s.
4 left.
Whew.
Alright.
All right, so we got 6
6
wounds. I'm just going to do them all jink saves.
Okay.
So 6 4 pluses. Okay. Re-rolling. And he's dead. All right. So, bwomp, bwomp. All right, so they ran, and that's it for the Templars of Steel turn 4 here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys shuffled up this way, had a really bad move through cover roll. These guys moved up this way, did not immobilize himself. This guy shot over. He shuffled around. These guys stood still. So that's the end of the movement phase here for Dark Angels. Then I rolled on Psychic Powers, and I rolled a 6, leaving me with 9 dice. My opponent with 6 dice. So first thing I'm going to do is cast Terrify onto these guys here. So I need 1 Warp Charge. Looking for 1. Getting it with 3. Do you want to try to deny it? Okay, so they are terrified. And then I'm going to roll on Psychic Shriek, needing 1. Cool, getting it with 3, but perils. So, nope. So roll 3d6 and minus the leadership, but the leadership is at -1 because of Terrify. So what is he, a 10 leadership value for your guy there? So 10. Wait, it was an 8 for your leadership on your... We're going to figure out his leadership and we'll come back. All right, so their leadership is 9, so it drops it down to an 8. So 3d6 minus 8. 2. So you're going to take 2 guys are going to die. Oh, but they've got 6 up feel no pains because of being iron dudes. All right, so 2 guys will die. No, that's the sergeant. Take one of the other guys. This is randomly...
No, it's a shooting attack. It's literally...
Is it a shooting attack?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Witchfire. Oh, I still have to hit then.
Witchfires are shooting.
Oh, I missed it. So they're back. I completely forgot it was a Witchfire. There you go, people. That's what you get for not reading your rules. Wah, wah, wah. But I did peril, so let's find out what the peril result was. Oh, God.
Leadership check.
Leadership check. Woo!
So he
he just takes a wound and barely made that. Oh, all right. So yeah, that's the thing that happened. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, so sorry, the shooting phase. This bike is going to fire into those dude bros. So we've got a rapid firing bolter gun here, twin linked, all hitting on 3s, and then the black is going to be the multi-melta. Okay, all hits. Wounding on 4s and 2. Okay, so we've got 1 is dead, and then we've got 2 armor saves. 1 more. 6 plus feel no pain. All right, cool. That's then we're gonna move on to this guy. He's just gonna fire onto your rhino over there. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right, glancing on a 2. All right, 2 pens. Oh, yep. So he's done. All right, last cannon bro here is going to fire into those guys. Hitting on a 3. Nope. Oh, okay. All right, this squad here is going to fire into those guys there. So we've got 4 storm bolters from the Marines, which are going to be the green. The black is going to be the Cyclone missile launcher from the Terminator. The red's going to be the mastercrafted bolt pistol from Ezekiel. And then the yellows are going to be the storm bolter from the Interrogator Chaplain. So hitting on 3s and 2s. Okay. All right. So wounding on 4s and 2. 2 on the black. Alrighty. So we've got 1 is AP3. But yeah, you get a cover save, 5 plus intervening there. On that, we'll start with that, 5 plus intervening. He's good. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armor saves.
I didn't know Turn of War just now.
3.
Four. 5. 6 up.
Good. One guy dies. Okay, just makes my charge even further over there. All right, moving on. All right, last cannon bro up here is going to fire into those guys there. So hitting on a 3, hits, wounding on a 2.
So it's Dawn of War.
Nope. Okay. So yeah, that's it for shooting phase here for Dark Angels on turn 5. So we'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so charges. These guys are going to charge into those guys. So we're going to start with Overwatch, melt a gun, hitting on a 6. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5+ invul save. Oh, okay. And then we've got the bolters coming in here.
And a bolt pistol.
And a bolt pistol. All hitting on 6s. All right, we got 1. Wounding on a 4. Nothing. All right, so now we'll roll for their distance. Plus -2 because of going through cover there. Okay, I don't think that's enough.
It is? No, you need.
I needed 5. Yep. Okay, so they didn't make that charge. Good job, bros. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Templars of Steel on turn 5. All right, so movement phase here for the Templars of Steel. This guy shot up onto the 2nd floor there to look down on these guys. These guys moved away from them, but still within shooting range. These guys moved up after him, and probably going to shoot him and then charge the shit out of him. And that's what we've got for movement phase here. Now we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for the Templars of Steel on turn 5. All right, these guys are going to fire into these guys. So we were at rapid firing bolters and the melt-a-gun. So hitting on 3s.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
I won 3, lost 1.
All right, so we got 4 wounds there.
Yep.
4
2+.
I preferred enemies.
Okay.
I conceded.
One guy is dead.
I couldn't do anything with that.
All right. And what's up? And now the melt-a-gun?
It
Does not hit. Okay. Woo. All right, we got the Karis assault cannon from there is going into here. So hitting on 3s.
Flak missile is not going to kill us.
There we go. All right, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 2s.
6s are rends.
6s are rending. All right, so, no rends, but a whole lot of others. So 7 wounds.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have everyone there is gonna be 2+. Oh no, actually I've got to do. Technically, I've got to do. They're not. So 3. I've got to do 6 at a time here because after that it goes out of the 2+ range. So 2+. All right, 2 guys are dead there, and then 1 more. All right, so I lost 2 guys. These 2, right? I think so. Yeah. All right, so that's that. All right, moving on. All right, so we've got 2 bolt pistols and a melt-a-gun coming in here. He is jinking, so hitting on 3s. The red is the melt-a-gun. So wounding on a 5. That's a wound. The jink save. He's good. All righty. So I think that's it for shooting phase. And I don't think, oh no, there may be some, there's definitely going to be someone charging. So we'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, these guys are going to charge into my biker here. So I'm going to be shooting Overwatch. Because he jinked, it's on 6s and not 5s and 6s from Grim Resolve. So I got a rapid firing bolt gun and a multi-melta, hitting on 6s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3+. He's good. And then your charge distance, that's going to be in, I'm sure. Right? Yeah. So they're in. All right. So we'll move them into combat, and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right. So we're going to over here to the fight. Both of us are at initiative step 4, so we'll just do mine first. So hitting on 4s. Both hits. Wounding on 4s. Both wound. 2, 3+. Both are good. And now he's got his 6 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 4s. Wounded on 5s.
These are Bionic Spores.
Oh, that's a cocked one right there, so reroll that. Nope, nothing. All right, so this is a tied combat, and we'll continue on if the game continues on. Do you want to roll to see if we go on into turn 6? We do not. So that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And we already worked it out before it got to here. And despite the fact that there is just Templars of Steel carnage everywhere you can see, they won. They have 7 kill points to my 5 kill points. So we will. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh no, to my 6 because I did kill your rhino.
Yeah.
Right.
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To 6 to your 7. You got 7. So yeah, 6-7 win here for the Templars of Steel. Yeah, pretty brutal game right there. So yeah, lots of blood down here, and I think the Dark Angels learned that this is not a planet that they're going to investigate much further. But unless, of course, I decide to play Josh again on the channel, in which case we'll be right back. So so yeah, that's the game. That's how it ends. A really close one, a really brutally awesome one. So yeah, that's how it goes. So until next time, I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Josh. Share, like, and subscribe the video. And until then, have fun.